Yes, it's Saturday, and you know what time it is? It is time for the Grind Show, a show that is devoted to what is happening in the next week in Marvel Contest of Champions. You know, the swipe game that we all play and love most of the time. And if you don't know already, this is a show created using the amazing MCOC calendar, which is by Dan Frontline MCOC. If you want to find a place for guides, info, loads of different things, like, you know, a crystal tracker, which we're going to be referring to in this video, as well as up-to-date information of what's going down over the battle realm, including information on side quests, then go and check out and bookmark Frontline MCOC. Myself and Dan do a podcast each week called the Contest Realm Podcast. It's good. Yes, a collection of things that happen throughout the week. We kick off with a Saturday because, believe it or not, things actually happen on a Saturday. So the first thing happening on Saturday, if I've got my days right and the rotation of the calendar, it should be a Trial of Mighty that we should have on for Saturday. But do bear in mind there's a slight chance I got that wrong. The only other thing on is an Alliance War, if you do Alliance War. So good luck to people in the stuff you do. No new season just yet. Just Alliance War if you do it. If not, there's nothing else going on Saturday. Go grind some content. Darn tooting. On Sunday, again, if I've got my days right, we should be able to do a Trial of the Supreme. I am mentioning these each and every time we go to a new kind of like day in the video because, well, it's important to mention it, but I got to be honest. Like for me, I didn't actually use any of the boosts, which they're kind of important for. But you need to do them in order to get remnants, in order to buy stuff within the store. It's important, people. We can go grind it. The only other thing that's going to be on for Saturday will be an Alpha Catalyst Arena. So go and give that a little bit of a grind. The second to last thing is that there's going to be a AQ Enlistment. As you can see, there's an AQ on whilst I'm recording this video, but there's a new AQ Enlistment. So get listing, people, on Sunday. On Monday, things kick off again with the Trial of the Amazing. If, again, I've got my days right. If I haven't, then, you know, that's sad to be me. In the store side of things, Black Ice Market for those that spend in the game. I don't, but some people do, so look out for that. Very important because we're going to see a refresh at some point with the new featured 5-star, which is something we'll talk about in a moment. Other than that, for Monday, there's not a heap going on except for just resets a few things like Incursion Milestone resets. That's important for anybody that does incursions. The only other thing on is the round 2 for the upcoming arenas, which are not on at the moment, but Rintrah and Void. Now, I've done some predictions for that. If you've seen the Wednesday news, go and check out that video and just click to the time code and it'll boom take you to the place where I've done predictions for that, so go and check out that. And an Alliance War will be on, and an AQ cycle begins. Yes, as soon as AQ ends, it starts up pretty quickly, so that's all happening on Monday. Now on Tuesday, the British Day of Chewing, we do have something on. The first thing that's on is a potential Trial of the Fierce Arena. I say potential because, again, I have to make sure that I've got my days on circulation right. But the only other thing on, which is very, very important, is going to see us a new 5-star featured. Now, I did say we return back to Dan's information on the Crystal Tracker because we've got a very important featured dropping, and that one is a Mega Sentinel. Yes, it's not the 6-star version, but I'm sure for a lot of you, you'll be interested in getting a Mega Sentinel, especially for those that want a 5-star. God, I can't speak. 5-star version. Black Cat's also in that crystal, as well as Sauron, Captain America Sam Wilson, and Misty Knight, as well as Captain Britain. But I think a lot of popularity and buzz around a Mega Sentinel and Black Cat being available as a 5-stars in that particular featured, and if there's a good sub-featured within it, I think a lot of players will be very interested to go out and spend their 5-star shards in that particular way. On Wednesday, we'll see your second rotation of the Trial of Madness, but there's also going to be a Trial of Uncanny on at the same time, which is good for some players that want to kind of do that, and, you know, boosts if you want to get them, but just getting those little shards can be very important to players and their grind habits and things. There's also going to be week 2 of the Eternity of Pain. Now, this is going to be very important. If you've seen my video that breaks down the extent of Tier 3 Alpha, Tier 6 Basic fragments, then you'll know about the importance of doing this, and especially for Thronebreakers to try and get to Paragon. There's some good rewards open for Paragon as well, but I would say that a lot of players that want to make that jump up, it's very important to kind of follow what's going on with Eternity of Pain, and especially the various weeks. Is there anything else on for Wednesday? Well, yes, if you say that tier 4 basic arena is going to be that one that's on, so look out for the tier 4 basic arena coming back. I know there's some people out there that grind it, so it's available if you want to go and do that, but apart from that, that's Wednesday. Now, drawing next week to a close, one of the penultimate days is going to be Thursday. On Thursday, we might have, again, if I've got my days right with the rotation of the charges, a trial of the Invincible. There are various different champions to use for this, which we're going to cover in the grind tips of the week, but do look out for that. There's also going to be an Alliance War, again, for those that do it. But most importantly, there's going to be a special basic arena that's going to be dropping. Yes, Mr. Ikaris himself. If you don't have Ikaris or looking to grind him, he is going to be entering into the basic. So it can be an option for you. I don't know. I kind of feel like Xerxes and Ikaris have been two champions that kind of like, not let's say they've lost their hype. It's just a lot of the time that champions just go by the ether and kind of like get very easily forgotten. The same way that some of the champions I like are kind of forgotten by others, but at the same time, like I forget ones that a lot of people kind of go like, oh, these are the meta and these are the most popular. And that's just the thing that's going to happen. When we're up to a point of 300 champions by the next kind of like year or two, or I think 2 years to be honest with that particular point, then I think a lot of champions do go by the wayside, but a lot of great damage with incinerates as well as a lot of great damage and rotations around specials. In general, Ikaris is a lot of fun. So you do you if you want to go out and grind that particular champion. And then that leads us on to Friday. Nothing really happening except for potentially a trial of Mighty, because there's 7 days and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests. So I think I've got it right with the rotation, he says, but we'll have to see. Yeah, pretty standard week next week. Nothing kind of like huge value, except if Command makes some kind of like crazy announcement. And it's weird to think that we're going to be, what, halfway through the month or halfway through the update to a degree next week. So it's like, right, well, it's now coming to the business end of the next month and like what announcements are going to be for June. So we're very excited about that. A lot of people working on various different things, like trying to get to Paragon, trying to get to the first, progression thing, trying to get content done. If you haven't done Act 7, go and do it and stuff like that. But we'll go over the grind tips of the week now. Right, I best think that we should get on with some grind tips of the week. So, I produced a spreadsheet. I don't know if anybody's interested in it. If you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. And that's just like finding out the best teams for like trials and stuff. What I'd really kind of like to say with this is that Trial of Madness, now I'm not doing a guide for any more side quest stuff. I think after like the first week, maybe week and a half, then it's like it's done, and I don't really want to return back to kind of like doing side quest content, because I want to then continue on with my kind of targets and stuff that I want to achieve and videos creatively I want to make, from making grind videos, grind guys, and then kind of like information type videos that kind of go over stuff in the past, which I do like doing, and also top 5s, which I'm returning back to I think either today or tomorrow. But what I like to say with the side quest or like champions wise, it's good to have something like this. Write a little spreadsheet as to top champions to take on a different side quest. Why is it important for each and every one to have like a load of champions? Well, it's like what we I don't know if you have it in various countries. We call it pick a mix, where in the UK, where we grab loads of different sweets from different types of or candy, confectionery from different types of areas, and you like create a bag of like your favorite candy, sweets, or confectionery, and it's got to pick a mix. So this is what this basically is like for people who are going, right, I need a team to take on Trial of Madness. That's what I was trying to set up there. Taking on Trial of Madness. What are some good champions for this stuff? And kind of like going, yeah, right, well, you can go down different routes with this. And going, okay, well, Trial of Amazing, one champion from there, one champion from Trial of Fierce, all these different champions that become effective enough by the end of it to take on the challenges they have. So I don't know if anybody has created a spreadsheet or anything like that, but there's mine right there. So, if you need suggestions of champions to use in order to take on Trial of Madness each week, there you go. That's one particular tip right there covering that. I was trying to think about like one other kind of grind tip for the week, and I think it's something that because I'm following the process of doing a lot of Karina's challenges and as well ranking up some lower champions, this tip kind of goes out to anybody that's ranking up lower champions for whatever reason. You may be new to the game, you may be at a point where you want to tackle some of the Karina's challenges, and yeah, you're looking at some of the lower roster. Like this weekend, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, maybe I want to do some of the Karina's challenges that require robots. So, you know, you kind of like, you go to your tags and you kind of go to robots and you pick them up, you find them. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I want to rank up and get a Mega Sentinel, which is a 3-star up, in order to use her for the quest, and that may be kind of like a good thing there, like a full team of really strong, kind of maxed out robots, bit of Guillotine 2099 action, maybe Nimrod, but to be honest, I kind of favour the kind of doing a Mega Sentinel, doing Guillotine 2099, and then Warlock, Ultron, and one of the Visions. But I need to rank up those two champions. So what do I do? Where do I go? And it was just there, actually. If you go to your daily quests and you figure out a grind process with Proving Grounds and Crystal Vault, you can have a nice little kind of grab of those. I'm still on the fence with ISO Field because I'm just like, not too sure about it. But at least say you can go into this and especially go into Crystal Vault and select the amount of the type of resource you need, whether or not it's tier 2, class catalyst tier 3, whatever, and improving grounds to get some of the other materials, which I think I've got. It's just the class ones seem to be more of an issue. Thank God they rotate and refresh on a daily basis for those. But I would say as well, if you've got extra glory to spend and you kind of like, I'm not quite sure what to do with it, then go over indeed to your glory store, go down to the bottom, and then you can select at least one specific one which do refresh. So like if I go, okay, well, I'll purchase that tech one there, which I have that, it costs 10, which I'll do that there quite happily, and then kind of go, okay, well, I've got to wait 5 hours for the refresh. Just look to these kind of like better processes of things as to best places to go. Like again, because I'm doing another tech, well, I might grab another one of those. Let's do that. Boom, grab that. It's not good. Was it 30 glory? It's not going to be a dent for me. Like I've got like loads. And also look to your crystal stash as well. You may have picked up some particular crystals that's specific in the specific classes you require. Like, okay, well, I've got that. Probably could have saved that glory, but still, you know, at least I got these in supply. Don't, if you get any of these crystals, by the way, don't spend them all at once. Keep them there because you might overstock your stash, and stash management is something we've talked about in previous grind tips. So yeah, that's just a quick tip right there on that, and very good luck to you whatever you're doing, and I'll see you for videos, streams, whenever, you know, very, very soon. So thanks very much for watching the grind show this weekend. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you do. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that'll be. Cheers everybody, bye bye.